Hello, this is Marcel from the channel Marcel 5e, and today we're going to talk about the solar system. Part 1. The Sun contains 99.86% of the mass of everything in the solar system. Even the most massive planets like Jupiter don't come close. It also sources a lot of the energy. The first planet is Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet and the quickest star around the Sun, taking only about 3 Earth months, which means its years are about a fourth of ours. Which means if I was on Mercury, I would already be 46 years old. Wow. Venus. Venus is the next planet in line, also the hottest at almost 900 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 450 degrees Celsius. Almost. It's about 10 degrees lower than that, or at least the average temperature is. Earth is next, which is a planet we live on. Its coldest temperature is about minus 80 or so Fahrenheit, and the hottest is about, I think, 58 or so Celsius. Of course, those are different, but probably about 130 Fahrenheit. But still, Earth is where we all live, unless you're on a space mission to the moon, which the moon is Earth's only satellite. Even though sometimes we do have asteroid moons that are only a few meters in diameter. That's why you heard in last year in October about there being a second moon. The second moon's so small, though, that it barely renders the chart. So we're just going to say that the moon's the only satellite. Next is Mars. Mars we plan to go to in about the 2030s. I don't know if we will, but if we do, we'll probably find more interesting facts along the way. Mars is the red planet, and it's getting closer and closer to being suitable in life. The highest temperature is actually pretty mild, about 25 degrees Celsius. The lowest being probably somewhere about negative 90 or negative 100. So that is Mars. Also has two moons, Phobos and Deimos. The asteroid belt, which is full of tiny asteroids. These four are not part of the asteroid belt, they're Jupiter's moons. And one of the things beside it is Ceres, the smallest dwarf planet. Even though dwarf planets normally are in the Kuiper belt, we include Ceres because it is large enough. Next is Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and if you remove the Sun, Jupiter would contain about a third of the mass of the solar system, excluding the Sun. But, of course, then there's Jupiter's moons, which are Europa, Io, Ganymede, and Callisto. Each one has a topic to discuss. Saturn has many moons. The largest is Triton. Some others include Rhea, Iapetus, Tethys, Dione, Enceladus, and Mimas. Saturn also has rings, and will actually lose them in about 100,000 years. Uranus basically has 5 large moons, and it also has a ring system, but it's also tilted sideways, which means the ring systems and moon's orbits are also sideways. Next is Neptune. Neptune has Triton as a moon. Triton is basically not only the furthest moon if you exclude dwarf planets, but it's also rotating. Its orbit's going the opposite direction as its planet's orbit, which is an interesting thing to discuss. Neptune also has really fast storms, and it's also a blue planet. Next, Pluto. Now, your parents might tell you that was actually a time when Pluto was a planet. They are being true. Pluto was a planet until 2006, when the International Astronomical Union decided to demote it into a dwarf planet. Some other dwarf planets have been found too, such as Haumea and Makemake. Charon is Pluto's moon, and New Horizons received visit in 2019. That's 6 years ago. Eris is the last dwarf planet, which is the farthest if you now include the extended, which I am going to release a video about that. And Eris is the farthest from the Sun, and it takes about 556 Earth years to orbit, which means I would be considered a newborn if I was on this planet. Well, not planet, dwarf planet. But that is the whole solar system. Of course, it's not to scale because it would be really hard to get them to scale. But the main point you can see here is how much stuff is cluttered here. Well, even on this little rock, we're still discovering stuff. And as always, thanks for watching.